Today, I'm going to be setting up for the upcoming week and my catch-all planners. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and this is A Girl with Plans, and I want to welcome you all back to my channel. And for those of you that are here for the first time, welcome. So yes, as I said, we are going to be setting up for the upcoming week, which is the week of July 7th, and my catch-all planners. So I will be setting up, or I'll be decorating for the upcoming week here in my Hemlock and Oak daily planner. Mostly decorating. I might be able to jot some things down for Monday, and then I will be setting up for the week in my weekly overview planner slash task list planner slash on the go catch-all planner in my Estelle weeks planner. So yes, we'll be setting this up first, and then we'll be setting this up. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun for me, hopefully. Hopefully be entertaining for you. We'll see. But yeah, I do have to reorg some of this, and I think I might do a little bit of a different kind of setup for this. I don't think I'm gonna do any stamping or anything today. I'm filming this on Saturday night. So I'm just kind of trying to get it done and prepped for the upcoming week, and don't really have time to bust out the stamps. But in this particular planner, I think I'm going to use Bright Blooms from Live Love Posh. And then I'm going to use Summer Allure in my Hemlock and Oak. And I will say both of these sticker books, I believe, are part of the Live La Posh summer sale, which there are so many sticker books as part of that sale. You get them for like 30 to 60% off. There are some sticker books that are as low as $9 and $10. Definitely check it out. I would really appreciate if you would consider shopping through my affiliate link. My discount code won't work on sale items, but if you want to pick up anything that isn't on sale at the same time, then you can use my discount code AGWP10 to save on that. I will have my affiliate link and code and all that stuff down in the description box. But yeah, so for this one, I kind of want to do something fun and bright. That's why I picked bright florals. I had pastel florals too, right? Is it pastel? Pastel blooms. Bright blooms, pastel blooms. Which ones? I want to do that one. I like the washi and stuff here because I was like, I can use the washi strips up there. That's kind of why I did it. It's an all-in-one. I have boxes. Yeah, we're just going to use these. So I do need to redate it. I'm just going to use a pen this time. It's fine. I'll just try to be neat with it. Let's use this one. So the 7th. So yeah, this does say July 2024 because, you know, it is outdated. I had never used this size planner before, so when I bought it, I didn't really want to invest in a current year one and then not use it. And I did struggle the first half of the year. So I will say it was a good idea on my part to purchase an outdated one for half the price. Because like I said, I didn't get very much use out of it the first part of the year, but now I'm trying y'all. So yeah, let's put some stickers on and chat about, I don't know, all kinds of randomness, I guess, because yes, y'all, it's been a week, but it's been a week in a completely different way than usually when I say it's been a week. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this week, let me backtrack a little bit. And when I start backtracking, you already know what I'm probably going to say once I start telling the backtrack story. So I have tons of trip photos saved, and I've gone on several vacations and trips in the past, and I take tons of photos. I traveled a lot of trips with a couple of friends, and we all take photos, and there's some of those trips that have like 1,700 photos. And, I had them saved on my laptop. I have them saved on, I had an external hard drive, which, there was like an incident where the hard drive fell from the couch to the carpeted floor. This was earlier this year. And that, like, I guess the way it hit or whatever, it completely conked out. Had a malfunction, had like the buzzing sound that you do not want to hear from an electronic. I'm like, ah. But, it was fine because most of my photos I still had saved on my laptop. So I was like, okay, we'll just have to, get a replacement. I did lose some. I still have the hard drive. So I guess if I can find someone that can maybe fix it for cheap, or someone that I trust, I don't really want to send it off. then maybe I'll get it looked at and, you know, all that other stuff. But whatever. So I have a laptop that I've been using for a while. Even though I bought a new laptop around the holidays, I bought a MacBook. And if anybody knows, they're just completely different than your other laptops. They're just difficult to use. Like, everything's opposite. You can't just right click or anything like that. So it just takes some getting used to. So I have like kind of been avoiding switching. So like, yeah, my MacBook I've had for what? I got it in November. I got it around Black Friday of last year. Oh, this is like, oh, that's ripping too. This is buckling. I didn't put it on straight. Hold up. I'll get back to my story. This is going to be one of those like chatty videos. I'm just in a chatty mood. Oh my gosh, really? Okay. So yeah. So I bought my MacBook last like Black Friday or whatever. Because I wanted it to just the ease of talking to my phone, and I have an iPad and stuff like that. But like I said, I hadn't used it. So I've still been using my old computer, which is a Lenovo. Is that how you say it? Lenovo? I don't know. Anyway, I was on it. All of a sudden, I got the black screen of death. Before I got the black screen of death, it actually did this weird, like, blue and stuff and, like, weird, like, little things where it looks like it was malfunctioning. And then I just got the black screen of death. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. So I just thought it was, like, hot or something and needed to reboot. And it'll, like, boot up, but it won't boot up in recovery mode. And it immediately, once it boots up, it immediately goes back to the black screen of death and like cuts off. Like, it's just not coming on. So I don't know what's going on with that. But my first thought is, now on this computer, I had everything. So I had all my pictures. Like most of the pictures that I had lost on my external hard drive are now on this computer. And then I had like all of my like stickers, my printable stickers, my digital downloads and stuff like that are all on this. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So like right now, there's no way for me to access it. Will I be able to access it in the future? Possibly. I feel like I need to carry the flowers over and not washi. Possibly. But right now, I don't have one. And I'm scared. I'm like, oh, so I cannot like lose all these photos. Like, I have to be able to access them. So I've been like kind of panicking in a way, but like I know I could probably reach out to my travel friends. Fingers crossed they still have it. I know like one of the trips, my friend, she actually lost her photos one time. She had the same thing that happened. Like literally her external hard drive crashed and then her laptop also crashed and she had lost them. So yeah, that just seems to happen around the same time for people that I know, now including me as well. So strange how that happens. But yeah, so regardless, I have an ancient computer that I hadn't used and since I had my last one. So I probably hadn't used this computer since like 2021. And I'm like, let me try to boot this one up. And this one has battery issues. But I took the battery out and plugged it up and it worked. And I was able to recover trips since 2014 through 2021. So I was able to recover almost all of my photos. My Egypt photos I was able to get because I still had all the ones I had taken were still on my phone. That was last year's trip. And then the girl, the travel company, they had done a Dropbox and they had put all of our photos on the Dropbox. And I'm not sure that they have done any tours since ours because the photos are still on the Dropbox. I was able to download all the photos. It was like 2,000 and some photos just because of mine and then theirs. And there's so many photos. So I was able to get that one. I was able to get my Go Wild photos because I still had all of those on my phone. But there was one trip when I went to Europe in 2023 that I haven't been able to find. And it's weird because I thought I had used, I should have a phone SD card from pictures from my camera, because I did take an actual camera. But I can't find that either. But I messaged my friend to see if I traveled with a friend and see if she still had them. Yeah, so yeah, it's just been a time, y'all. It has been a time. I am like, how does everything happen at once? Like, how, first of all, I should have gotten an external hard drive right when the other one died. I have since now bought a new one. So all my photos I was able to recover are now on my MacBook, as well as on my my hard drive. I might even now buy some like cloud storage and just pay monthly for it, but it's so much space. It's like over 50 gigabytes of photos, y'all. It's a lot. So I don't know. I got to figure it out. Maybe I'll just buy a whole bunch of memory cards and just have them like have the same photos in 4 different places, just because I'm so scarred for life now. So yeah. However, even with that said, I wasn't like completely panicked, because yeah, I can contact my travel friends and see if they still have theirs and can get them to me. But I do photo books. I told y'all, I had mentioned before, it's like Photo Book America, Snapfish, Photo Printer Picks. There's like all these different companies that have photo books, and a lot of times you can get really cheap prices through Groupon and stuff like that. So that ended up being what, I did for a lot of my major trips, and even some of my non-major trips. If I took a lot of photos, I got those done, because you can get like a photo book for like 20 bucks. So thank goodness I did that. So this is my PSA. First of all, back up your photos in more than one place. That's a PSA. But second of all, if you have like memorable photos, it's like, I feel like because everything is so electronic now, it's just, we are not in the habit of like printing them out and doing stuff like that. Like I said, my trip photos, I have. So because I have those, not all of them, but I have like the good ones, the good ones, in the photo book. So it wasn't like they were all completely lost. I just lost the digital versions. But like I said, I was able to recover most of them, just not able to recover my trip to Europe from 2023. But I'm hoping my friend has some. She just might not have the photos like I took of me, like selfies or something like that. She might not have those. She might not have wanted to keep the photos of me. Because like I said, photos take up a lot of space. So if she needed space on her computer or on her drive, she might have just got rid of those. But it's fine. At this point, I'll take whatever I can get, whatever I can recover. So yeah. So with that said, I think I'm going to also... I don't take as much photos outside of travel, but I definitely want to start taking photos, because, this kind of got me into like appreciating just having photos and things like that. So I definitely want to do that. I want to take more photos. So I think I'm going to I don't know if I'm going to do it now, because I feel like it's hard for me to kind of add anything to my plate at the moment. But I think we'll use a little bit of washi here. It's not washi, it's sticker strips, because it's not like washi. It's sticker material. But yeah, so I think I want to start doing, I do some memory keeping, I do currently journal, a currently page and stuff like that, but I don't think I do enough. So I'm thinking that I need to kind of, at some point, wait a minute, is that it? Oh, that must be it. Okay. I need to somehow add more photos. and memory keeping to my lineup. I have enough journals. I can do it in planners. I actually purchased some Hemlock and Oak planners. I need to do a haul video, but I recently purchased a few more things for like all the 4th of July sales. So, all right, so the decorating is now done. This is how I did last week, y'all. Look, I actually used it last week. Look at this. I didn't use the boxes, but I actually used this planner last week. Look at that. Didn't use this, but that was just an extra notes page. Okay, so this, I don't think there's anything. I have functionally orange, and I think, and these now I do know they have some of these books. Well, they might not. I don't think I actually saw this on sale at Live Well Posh. I do think they have some of these available. I don't think it's part of the sale though. But these functionally books, they're really cool. They have like all of this stuff. Okay. Okay, to do. Okay, so we're going to say get it done is going to be over here. We'll do priorities actually. Priorities. To do. And then actually this past week I did to buy over here, and that worked out really well. It kind of reined me in a little bit. Let's do a fun little box. Because why not? And then we'll put the important sticker there. Yes, it's crooked. I'm not taking that off. It probably won't come off. All right, so I think I am done with the week as far as setting up this. I'll do my priorities, like my to-dos and stuff later, but I did add my meals and my workouts. So I think that's it. Yeah, so now I'm going to set up my daily. So we're going to set these two aside. And hopefully we'll put them back at some point because I've been really struggling with that. So I think I want to do this set. I usually like to do clear stickers, but I didn't see, like, this is very 4th of July. We have these. I could do these. These are fun. I missed these. I didn't see them. Maybe we'll do some of these. I want clear. Clear is better in this one. All right, so I have not been in this planner since last Wednesday because I took off work Thursday, Friday, and then of course Saturday and Sunday. And sometimes I'm like in my daily planners, even though this is not a quote unquote work planner, it's just for some reason I just wanted to make sure that like I decompressed. I didn't really focus on the to-dos. I did get a lot of to-dos done, things that I needed to get done. I probably would have got more done if I had written it down and kind of put it to the front of my brain. But it was all about kind of like a quick little mini staycation. So yeah, I have been completely ignoring this while I have been you know, out of work because I'm like, it's like a vacation. So with that said, we are going to be back in it for Monday. What am I going to do? So the way I had been setting it up is doing like checklist here for work, checklist here for home, and then something like decorative or something in the middle, or I just basically have been doing it. I mentioned a few weeks ago that I kind of want to start writing things in here, like journaling type stuff. So I definitely kind of want to incorporate that, and I have been drawing boxes and stuff. I think I want a little bit more space for that now, so I think I'm gonna do, okay, Monday, I took off Monday too, so I'm only gonna have home to-dos, and I will have, like, I'm literally putting everything off until Monday. So I'm gonna have a long list of to-dos, but I want to have boxes here, so we'll set up Tuesday so I can kind of work it out in my head about how I want things done. Let's get some markers out. Okay. So these dot markers, they do bleed through a little bit. Ghost, they don't bleed, they ghost. Okay, I'm limiting it to 8. I'm not doing more than 8. But over here, I will be working on a project all week, so I actually don't have that many work to-dos to do, but I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see a little bit, I guess, shadowing, ghosting. I don't know the terminology, but it's very faint, so it really doesn't impact it that much. But that's all I'm going to do there. And then what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to set this page up first, because I had some ideas and I'm really kind of trying to see if it's going to work. So I don't know. I don't know if I want this for my daily planner. I'm kind of feeling these. I'm like, I don't really know if I'm feeling the other ones for my daily planner or not. They're a little too fun for my daily planner right now. So I think I'm gonna go back to these. These I'm feeling a little bit more. So let's add some florals. But right here, I want something. So I want some kind of design. Okay, then here is where I'm going to start my personal to-dos, like my non-work to-dos. So not like, you know, everything is kind of similar. Why does this look so bright? It's kind of similar. I still need my to-do list, but I'm trying to make, you know, room and space for some other stuff. And then I think I'm going to come in with this, and I'm going to do a box. All right. So do I need to draw boxes? No. Yes, I think they look nice. But the other thing is, I feel like if there's a box there, hopefully it'll mean that I'll actually like use it and journal in it or something like that. Let's just do the anchor like there. Because yeah, I want to start kind of getting into the mood of journaling a little bit. Because remember I talked about memory keeping. I'm trying to get back into memory keeping. I was never into memory keeping. I'm trying to get a little bit more into memory keeping. So I'm slowly like trying to add it in little by little into like these like things planners that I'm in every day. So yeah, I'm trying, y'all. I did make some purchases. So yeah, let's get back to that. So I did make a few purchases over the July 4th weekend. Let's keep the intentions here. Just made a few purchases. Didn't go insane or anything like that, but I did make a few. I purchased a notebook from Sterling Ink because I'm really enjoying this. Yes, I've only, just started using it as my catch-all, but I'm like, let me go ahead and get it when they had like 30% off of their notebook. So I just got a notebook. And it's not a planner, just a notebook. But I figure now is the time to try it. I've been wanting to try one anyway. I don't think it's going to be much different than it's Tomoe River paper. I don't know which version of Tomoe River paper it is. I feel like I need something decorative over here. I have a lot of decorative elements over there, and over here I just have flowers. So yeah, I bought that. So yeah, we'll kind of excited to kind of try that. I don't know that I'm gonna be trying it anytime soon. It might be like a 2026 thing, but I have it now. So, got to get those things when they're on sale. And a lot of them had sold out. So I think I got I had to get the brown one or something like that with the gilded edges or the gold edges. So I could not buy one with the white edges because they were already gone. I don't know. I don't think I want that on there. I think we're pretty much done. I do need to, so I don't have a schedule for Monday because I'm taking off, but I do need to set up a schedule for this day. And that is not this color. So I'm going to grab an actual pink and I'm going to block off my work time. Okay. And then I need a mild liner. Okay. So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to do what I've been doing where down here, I kind of highlight some areas. That's going to be my book that I'm currently reading, or if I decide to watch TV instead of read what I'm watching, that's what I'm going to do there. All right, let me go ahead and add my icons. Guys, there we go. That is my setup, at least for 4 days of the week, but I like it. I like how it is. Like I said, the only difference is I'm adding boxes for journaling because I definitely want to try to make that a priority. And I feel like maybe adding the boxes will maybe encourage me to do it. I just like to have a defined spot on this open page for that. So I have my task list and then my journaling. This week I do have a little bit more space for the journaling. Like come in future weeks, if I'm like just doing regular like teleworking or just working in the office and not working on a project, I may have a longer work to do's that I need to account for, which is then going to bring everything down a little bit. But for this week, I can do the little bit bigger boxes. So there we go. We did 2 plan with me. So we set up the week in my Estelle weeks planner. So I need to set this up and I'll do that off camera. But I, kind of prepped everything to write all my to-dos down. And then I did go ahead and do my meal plan and my exercise schedule as well. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing to my channel. That's all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.